I got off night shifts. I was pretty tired, pretty ragged out, and I just didn't feel right. And I knew something was up, so I figured, well, the next 2 days after I got off night shifts, I slept for 37 hours, which is pretty weird. I mean, I have a hard time getting 5 hours sleep. So, then I went in and got tested, and I tested positive.
Getting COVID and going into the hospital, I think that was where it was hard to use his faith for his own healing.
I started listening to Kenneth Copeland, the 101 healing scriptures that Keith Moore had put together. They ran me through the mill, did x-rays and scan, and my lungs were clear. And then at that time, and then we went home, and then by Wednesday, that was a Sunday, Wednesday, then I went in the hospital. It was just progressively gotten worse. And they did another x-ray and scan, and I had a blood clot in my lung. And at that point, my oxygen was 66, and so that's where I was in the emergency room. We prayed about it, the drugs that they were using, and God, it's in your hands, So I stayed in the hospital, and they just, they did their normal routine things they did, and 101 healing scriptures, I just kept reciting them over and over. I read Psalms 91 so many times, and Ezekiel 37:5.
I had a lot of peace through the whole thing. It was just a total saturation in the Word. Anything I could find on healing, I was listening to or reading. I had Kenneth Copeland reading Keith Moore's 101 healing scriptures. I had that going continually. I can't remember for sure what I was doing, but I heard Kenneth Copeland read Ezekiel 37:14. And it was like, that's what it is. And then Ezekiel 37:5. God was gonna put his breath in Trent's lungs. And from that point, I had a total peace. I knew he was gonna be okay. Once he got out of ICU and up on the floor, then I hung scripture all over his room, and nurses and doctors, just a real witness to them. They were all real surprised that he pulled through. They didn't expect him to.
In ICU, it was a definite spiritual battle. I mean, it was, Satan telling me,
oh, the doctors were ugly.
You're gonna die, And it's like, no, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna die for this, I mean, God's healed me, God, and he told me, I give you new lungs. Victory side is that I probably breathe better than I've breathed in years, really. I've seen God heal other family members, but now he's healed me, and that's powerful.